everybody? Welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report RASSLIN edition. Woo! I'm your motherfucking boy, Big Black.
I'm your boy, Game Dollar. Wasn't sure if you were gonna do the intro.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I'm surprised you got through it.
I don't want to be doing this right now. You might not be able to really see, but where is it? This fucking, yeah, it's weird, like the way the light is, but like this shit is like mad swollen compared to this side. I got a chin on this side, double chin on this side. It's fucking crazy.
Got my chin on that side.
Bro, this shit hurts so bad, but we do it because I love you, and honestly, this is for Julian. Congratulations on your fucking Nuggets making it to the goddamn finals. Am I gonna root for the Nuggets? Nope. Am I gonna root for
At least
the
one
Heat?
of the three of us got a team in the finals.
No shit, for real. I'm like, man, somebody asked me, like, what happens if Miami wins? You gonna root for Miami or the Heat? I said the basketball season's over for me. Good shit, Julian. We'll get you in here soon so you can talk your shit, and hopefully you guys get another championship, because it's nice when you get one of those. But back to the shit, which was way more exciting than basketball for me. AEW Double or Nothing, baby. That shit was fire. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit that happened, but we're not gonna focus on anything else really, other than Dynamite.
Just Double or Nothing.
I said Dynamite, Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
cool. Hit us, baby.
The weekly shows. But yeah, so the buy-in was we had the Hardys and Hook taking on Ethan Page and the Guns. This one, the stipulation was if the Guns and Ethan Page lost, Ethan Page's contract was now controlled by Matt Hardy. And that is exactly what happened. The Hardys got the win. A little sloppy performance by Jeff Hardy, which is expected. Motherfucker hasn't wrestled in the longest time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, but people were telling him that he needs to hang it up because of that when he fell off the top rope.
Really?
Like, bro, he's been away forever. Like, he's been away for so long. Like, give him some time to get back into ring shape.
It's been about a year.
Yeah.
Just
I can understand. I can understand if he was like, if he came in fat or something and fucking was just sloppy all over the place. The only real mistake that I seen him make was the slip. I think I'm lying. I think that he did a move off the top that looked like he was going to do one of his normal swantons or some kind of flip, but he ended up just doing like a splash.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was him being uncomfortable or if that's just what he decided to do or whatnot. But those were the only two instances that I seen in that match that Jeff Hardy didn't look like Jeff Hardy.
And I didn't even fucking notice in the minute because we're not douchebags. Ring rust is real. You do something every day for your whole life and then take a year off and then come back to do it. You're not going to be what you were a year ago. It's just
exactly. And it's not like he climbed the ropes and got to the top rope. The motherfucker jumped to the top rope. I've seen fucking luchadors that do this shit every day slip and fall.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, right. Bro, people need to chill out.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like a whole article with a ton of like Twitter douches saying, "Oh, hang it up. I hate to see him like this. You need to retire, blah, blah, blah. Change your style, this, and that." Which, I mean, a change of style may not be the worst thing for Jeff Hardy, but
for sure.
You don't need to call for him to retire because he fucking slipped off the top rope.
It's called ring rust, you fucks. God, I hate the internet sometimes.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. But, I mean, Excalibur, Taz, and JR did their thing and covered for him. Obviously, he said the ring rust thing. That's why he slipped, which
it's true.
That seemed like what it was. I mean, he didn't look fucked up in the match, so it wasn't the drugs or the alcohol. It was whatever. Fuck those guys. Let Jeff do his thing.
I'm saying I want to see you go through a regular ass day internet trolls and not fuck up.
Yeah.
Just go through your work day and not make a mistake. All right? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could punch.
So
it's like the Jay and Silent Bob. Are you such and such? Then said that we can eat. Yeah.
Go do it. Go door to door and fuck people up. Yeah,
shit.
so Hook got the red rum on Ethan Page, made him tap, and that's how they got the win. So Ethan Page now belongs to Matt Hardy, I believe.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how that plays along. Next, we had the 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal for Orange Cassidy's AEW International Championship. Obviously, Orange Cassidy was in the match, but there were a ton of other people in it. I'm not going to name everybody. There's way too many fucking
Chuck
people.
Taylor, Trent Beretta, Ari Dowdy, Tony Nese, Lee Moriarty, Big Bill, Commander, Kip Sabian, The Butcher, The Blade, Switchblade Jay White, that fucking hurt. Dustin Rhodes, Keith Lee, Absolute, Ricky Starks, Penta El Salamero, Rey Fenix, Bandito, Swerve Strickland, The Machine, Brian Cage, and Orange Naranja. No, sir.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy.
So, great match. I mean, there's so much shit going on. Some people didn't start in the ring. Some people just waited outside. Like, I think Swerve and somebody else waited on the ramp for, like, most of the match.
It was Prince, whatever his name is.
Prince Nana, yeah. Yeah, I know that was it. Kip Sabian, I think, stayed on the outside for a while. Just heel tactics type of shit.
Yeah, right. This shit was good.
But yeah, it's eventually in the end, Orange Cassidy got the win. Survived this. I mean, I kind of had a feeling he was gonna win, but you could also have seen him lose the belt because he's had it for a while Cage. At this point.
Brian Cage was the other one up there with Strickland. But yeah, I could have seen him. I didn't think he was going to drop it, but had he dropped it, I wouldn't have been shocked.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. But was it him and Swerve were the last two, I believe?
It was him and Swerve, yep. And they were like on the ropes and shit.
Yeah, and Orange Cassidy did the Shawn Michaels Royal Rumble shit where he got flipped out, hung onto the ropes, flipped back in. I wish they did a couple times. I think Ricky Stark did it too. Ricky Stark did it too.
There was another wrestler.
I think somebody else did it. But so Orange Cassidy was able to hang on and retain his belt. Most likely going to be defending that at Forbidden Door. So we'll see what happens with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the unsanctioned match between Adam Cole and Chris Jericho with the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal Sabu as a special enforcer, which he was just there to throw chairs at people. Because that's really all he did. Oh no, he did do the dive off the top. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's Sabu.
Off the top rope, through a table on the outside. I forgot who he hit through the table, but yeah, it was fucking awesome. When I seen him climbing the ropes, I was like, "Don't do it, dude! You just got out of the hospital like 2 months ago." I don't want to see you die on the pay-per-view.
Hey, but if that nigga's gonna die, he gonna die wrestling, you know.
True.
But yeah, it was one of those JAS guys. Was it?
Yeah, one of them.
Was it Daddy Magic?
But man, maybe. Wait, hold on. It was Daddy Magic. It was Daddy Magic. Yep. And they continued the brawl on the outside until they eventually made their way to the back and just left Adam Cole and Chris Jericho in the ring for the match. I mean, there was the fire extinguisher bit.
That's right.
Sprayed each other in the face with the fire extinguisher. Britt Baker came out with a kendo stick and beat the shit out of Jericho before Saraya came out to try to help her, and she got beat up with the kendo stick for the same thing. And I think Britt chased her off at that point.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Left them in the ring again. And then, yes. So I forgot how the chain came out, the handcuffs on the big ass chain.
Under the ring. Jericho
I think Jericho pulled it out.
Yeah.
And they were all wrapped up in it. Adam Cole basically wrapped some of the chain around his fist and just started beating the shit out of Jericho until Aubrey called the end of the match for the UFC style TKO stoppage.
Which was hilarious because all these dumbass wrestling fans just like, I watched it again with Cortez a little bit, and at the end of the match, you could see there were certain people, and like, I'm assuming things, but like, all right, you watch more than wrestling, you know, when it comes to combat sports, and they're like, oh shit. And it's just like a couple of seconds of quiet, and then Justin Roberts comes on the mic and then everybody reacts to it. They're like, "What the fuck happened? What happened?" He beat the shit out of Chris Jericho. Was what happened, bro. It's funny.
Punched him into unconsciousness.
For me, and like no disrespect, all of the matches were fucking solid. This was the match that started to. I was like, all right, here comes the fucking AEW magic. And after that match, I think the rest of them were fucking bangers.
I agree with you, but I'm just kind of like speed scrolling through a certain website's review, and there's a lot of C's.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it too.
I don't agree with.
I don't agree with it at all. That's why I'm not reading these grades.
Yeah, but whatever. Fuck those people. Anyway, next up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say it's a report about seats, and we used to kiss girls in high school.
The stay-in documentation.
No, this fucking website.
But yeah, so next up we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line. We had FTR defending against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, and this match was fucking wild.
Yeah, it was, bro.
Yeah, a lot of crazy shit. Jarrett accidentally hit fucking Jay Briscoe with Mark Briscoe with the guitar, took him out. Aubrey Edwards tried to come down to make the count for FTR, who was making the pin, and then fucking Karen Jarrett smashed her with the guitar, took her out.
Smashed her, bro. That shit was great. Aubrey, we already loved you. Refs taking bumps or doing spots, I'm all about that shit, man. She ate that fucking shit like a champ.
Yeah, I much respect for her for taking that shit. I was kind of shocked when I thought they were gonna have like a shoving match or maybe kind of brawl it up, but when she fucking swung that guitar and hit her, like I was like, oh shit, that shit was wild.
It's fucking great.
But yeah, so just exactly what you'd expect from FTR, and then fucking veterans like Lethal and Jarrett, solid wrestling. Ended up Double J started talking mad shit to Briscoe for something that I guess he didn't count fast enough. I think it was for one of Jarrett's near falls. And he got in Briscoe's face, and they started shoving each other. And then Double J slapped Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe slapped him back, and then I think that's when FTR hit him with the Shatter Machine for the win.
Yep.
And they were able to successfully retain their championship and move on to most likely Forbidden Door for some kind of big matchup.
Oh, fuck yeah. I can't wait. Next month.
Word. Next, we had the ladder match for the TNT Championship. Wardlow and Christian Cage with Luchasaurus out there. A solid ladder match, I would say. I mean, not too many crazy spots like Hardy's and fucking Dudley's and Edge and Christian back in the day, but I mean, Wardlow fucking the Swanton bomb.
Fucking off the 20-foot ladder?
Channeling Jeff Hardy from like 15 years ago. Swanton bombing off the fucking 20-foot ladder through some tables.
Onto fucking
crazy bump.
Onto Luchasaurus, not on the Christian Cage.
Yeah, I forgot to say that. Yeah, he did that to Luchasaurus and then got in the ring and then beat up Christian Cage. Almost shattered his fucking leg on a broken ladder that when he tried to jump from the ropes to the ladder, the shit collapsed under his weight because Christian was also on the other side.
Yeah.
So with Christian's weight and then Wardlow's big ass jumping onto it, that fucking leg gave out and he went down hard. Luckily he didn't like cut himself or fucking hurt himself even. Like imagine if his foot got caught in one of those rungs as it went down. That could have been bad.
That would have been really bad. But it didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
solid match. Arn Anderson got involved.
People, I'm on this website, and this is another C match. I'm like, this. I think people. You have Wardlow and Christian Cage, right? These two guys, like you said earlier, they're not going to put on a Hardy Boy style cage match. That's not how they wrestle. Christian, back in the day, but that nigga's old now, so he's going to take a couple bumps. Wardlow's a massive dude. The fact that we get to see him jump off of top ropes is enough, So that 20-foot ladder spot, I'm just losing a lot of respect for this website because I don't agree with all of this shit. This is fucking
dumb. I've had an issue with their grades for a lot of AEW shit, but this one it's just uncalled for.
Yeah, we'll see what Meltzer says.
But Arn Anderson bit off Luchasaurus's finger. Apparently,
that's right.
Or chewed the skin off of his finger. Some shit. But they had some kind of prosthetic on Luchasaurus. It was either some kind of weird prosthetic because it wasn't just like blood, which obviously was some kind of blood capsule, but it looked like there was something on it that made it try to look like a bone, maybe.
So it looked like, it looked like it was a thumb, like a fucking Hollywood thumb. It had like skin, blood, muscle fiber, and then bone.
Yeah,
and maybe Arn went a little too hard on it. But yeah, there was like skin hanging off, and you can see like
he definitely struggled to chew whatever the fuck he was trying to chew off.
Yeah,
but he eventually got it, and then Luchasaurus just walked around like this until the match was over. Basically, Arn Anderson had blood all over his face, looking like a fucking vampire. It was pretty funny shit.
It was fucking cool. I enjoyed that.
But Luchasaurus. Wardlow was able to survive Luchasaurus and Christian Cage and pick up the win, which was good. I didn't want to see him drop the belt to Christian. Then we had the AEW Women's World Championship match. We had Jamie Hayter defending her belt against Toni Storm. Obviously, when you got Toni Storm now, you got all the other girls. You got Saraya and fucking Ruby. So they got involved. Britt Baker came out, got involved. Hikaru Shida got involved. But unfortunately, Jamie Hayter was not able to hold on to her belt. Toni Storm picked up the win. I think it was due to getting the spray paint in her eyes. I believe she got blinded and then got hit with a move, and that's how the win happened, I think it was.
Shit. That match was so fast, relatively, compared to everything else.
Compared to some of the other ones.
Let me see.
I think that's how it ended.
Yeah, Ruby Soho. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. So Toni Storm is the new champ, which I kind of expected because there were rumors that Jamie Hayter was hurt and possibly needed time off. So that's probably why that happened there. Got some?
Yeah. So she legitimately has like a serious back injury.
Okay.
Right.
So the shoulder was kayfabe injury to write her off. I get you.
Yep. So yeah, and everyone basically sucked her dick when she walked through those curtains, and because she dropped the belt and she did it fucking injured like a fucking champ. Thunder Rosa type
and back
shit.
That's a hard injury to fucking wrestle through, taking bumps and shit. You constantly landing on your back.
Yeah, the gist that I got from it was basically like this is what Thunder Rosa should have did, but the fact that Jamie did it. She's like elevated in the locker room now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which good for her. She deserves it. She's been a beast in this company for a long time. But yeah, so moving on, we had the AEW World Trios Championship match. We had the House of Black in their open house rules match and turned out to be against the Acclaimed. And Max Caster came out and fucking hit one of his all-time best intro raps, basically just with the one. He had a couple good lines with the Malachi Black with the black face. How are you, House of Black, with no black guys? But the big line that everybody was talking about was when he made fun of Buddy Matthews, whose real life girlfriend is Rhea Ripley from WWE, who's in a storyline relationship with Rey Mysterio's son Dominic. So he said Buddy Matthews is getting cucked by a boy named Dominic, and the crowd went fucking nuts. And then they started chanting "Who's your mommy?" because like that's like the whole bit in WWE. Like she's Dominic's mommy. So it was fucking hilarious if you follow those storylines. It was great. I wonder how Buddy Matthews reacted to the back, in the back, because from everything that I've heard, all these raps, like he doesn't run this by anybody before he does
they just fucking do it. Yeah.
So I wonder if Buddy was like, yo, that shit was funny. Or was like, yo, get your ass over here, I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's why I like when they cut to the opposition. Because
the reactions.
Like, because like they know it's coming, but they don't know what's coming. And a lot of times you see them niggas break, but not really. Like if you look close enough, like with Buddy,
I didn't see them break. These three, they stone faced from what I seen.
So Buddy, it was a micro expression.
Okay.
I've been studying all that crazy shit, and that nigga wanted to laugh so fucking hard, but he's a fucking pro, dog. And that made me, because it was like a millisecond of like a quick little, like almost smile, but then just instantly hard face. I'm like, that nigga's a pro, dog. Oh shit.
Yeah, so obviously with the House of Black, with their house rules, no rope breaks, 20 count outside the ring and all that shit. I think it was no DQ? I think might be one of the rules. I don't know, whatever, but solid match.
Yeah, something like that.
Good match all around. And yeah, I mean, really don't remember anything too crazy in this one, other than the rap and just solid wrestling from everybody.
Yeah, solid wrestling. Sorry, this COVID is making me sweat. Woo! All right.
But yeah, House of Black picked up the win, defended their belts, so they're gonna move on, and most likely defend that trios belt at Forbidden Door, like everybody else is probably going to.
Forbidden Door, baby. Hell yeah.
Next, we had John's Heartbreak, TBS Championship match. We had Jade Cargill defending her belt against Taya Valkyrie. And I mean, this was an okay match, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, the girls put their thing down.
They did their thing, got Jade to her 60th win when she beat Taya. And then Smart Mark Sterling ran his mouth, started saying that they beat up anybody and everybody, this, and that. And they'll take on any challenger. And then somebody's music hit, which we didn't recognize because it was a new song from what I believe.
New. Yeah.
And Chris Statlander returning off of injury, which she's been out for fucking
a long fucking time.
She's been out for a fucking minute. I think it was a knee injury or something.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But yeah, so she returned, came out. Wasn't a quick win. They did have a little bit of back and forth, but Statlander beat Cargill rather quickly, picked up the win over Jade, and is the new TBS championship. Thank God, because that streak storyline was getting pretty lame. They could have ended it at 50. They could have ended it at 50, but I mean 60. Okay, I'll take it. But I'm glad she dropped the belt at this pay-per-view.
I would have liked it. I mean, I wouldn't have gave a shit if she went to 100 because that's that bitch. But shut up. Anyways, guy.
She ain't Goldberg.
I know. She's a real wrestler. People enjoy watching her wrestle. You just got tired of the streak. No, sir.
I enjoy watching Goldberg wrestle. His match was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, back in the day. Like old new Goldberg? Nah, dog. I do not want to see that man wrestle. But
no, and did you hear there's rumors of them?
Yes.
They're trying to get him in AEW?
He's, from what I understood, it was like a farewell tour. And he might be making a couple stops in AEW, but kind of along the same lines of that, I guess. I mean, all this shit came out after the fact, but I was doing some reading because, Jade's my girl. And obviously Chris, like she's a A1 day one, and we fucking fell in love with her years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess this has been the plan since Jade hit like fucking 30 or some shit like that. Like the plan was always to have Jade go undefeated.
Oh, just hold it until Chris came back?
Yep.
Nice.
I was like, oh shit, that's fucking genius.
That makes sense because I said it when we were watching the shows. Like she deserves this shit, even though she just got back from injury. Like She's been there day one, busting her ass, putting on good performances. Looked like she was on the run for a title shot before she got hurt.
Exactly. Yep. And now she's got that TBS, so she'll hold that down probably for shit, man. I see her holding that shit at least for 6 months.
I hope she holds it for a while. She deserves that to have that recognition for a while.
Get her back into the wrestling.
Keep her by herself. You don't need to join. You don't need to team her up with best friends again.
Nah. But yeah, get her back into our collective consciousness, and then get her the women's main belt. Because now that she's back, there are a lot of female wrestlers that deserve the shot, but she's the one. Like,
yeah,
all this, there might be a few people that take it in between her getting it, but she's that, like the 4 pillars match that we're going to talk about next. She's one of those pillars of the women's. All of them have had it except for her. So,
not all of them.
The pillars, the Rios.
Oh, the pillar. Yeah. I'm just thinking of women's division, like
like
for day one. I was thinking like Bunny.
Not. I mean, true. I see that, but I was thinking more like Nyla Rose, Rio, fucking Sheeta, like those girls, Britt Baker and shit. But yeah, man. Speaking of pillars,
Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, the AEW World Championship on the line in the Fatal 4-Way. We had MJF defending against Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara. Before the match got started, we had a couple pretty good entrances. I think Jungle Boy's entrance was normal. Then we had who was next? I think was it Darby or Sammy next? Sammy was next, I think. He came out with the cue cards like he used to back during the COVID era, during the picture-in-picture shit. And him and Ty basically announced that they're having a baby with the cue cards. So everybody cheered for him and shit. So it seems like ever since he turned his back on MJF a couple weeks ago, that they're getting the crowd back on their side and they're not hating on Sammy and Ty as much as they did before, which is good.
I think it plays into All Access too. If we didn't have All Access to like kind of show like, yo, and like Sammy was like, yo, y'all saw me grow up on TV. Like, yeah, fucked up, but come on. But yeah, he's definitely on that face trajectory, and and good for Ty too, because she was on same thing. Like, she was on a fucking rise. Sammy dumped his wife. Everybody hated Sammy. Then he got with Ty.
It's good for them, but it's kind of bad for her career. Because, I mean, not only was her career slowing down because of all the shit, getting stuck with JAS and getting stuck with Sammy, not stuck with Sammy, but working with Sammy kind of slowed her role. And then now she's going to be out pregnant with the baby. So, I mean, hopefully she can come back and put on a good run if she wants to. I mean, who knows? Maybe she just stays home. You never know. Some people change their mind, just want to stay home with their
She's
kid.
A fighter. I see her coming back. But anyway.
I see her coming back too, but you never know. But yeah, good for them. And then Darby's entrance, he basically did some like Vegas wedding Elvis thing where he basically beat up Elvis, came out in like a half Elvis, half Darby suit on a skateboard. They actually had a fucking ramp that he rode down and came down. That was pretty cool.
Damn.
You missed that part?
I didn't see any of the entrances,
And then MJF
only saw MJF's when he was coming down
with the fucking. He came down with the throne chair. Wait, did he get lowered with the chair or did he raise up with the chair? I don't remember, but either way, his entrance was pretty cool. But yeah, solid match. A whole bunch of crazy shit went on in this one. A lot of those everybody hits each other with everybody's move kind of thing. A lot of shit in this match, man. Just way too much shit to call out.
I mean, there was even one point in the match where MJF grabs the microphone and has a conversation with Sammy.
Yeah. Him and Sammy had a full conversation.
What the fuck are y'all doing? I mean, it was great.
He basically asking Sammy to lay down again. And Sammy was like, all right, Max, I'll lay down for you. Oh, he basically told him, like, think of your kid. Like, think of what the money will do for your kid.
Yep.
He was, all right, I'll lay down for you. And he laid down, but as soon as MJF walked over to pin him, he gave him the whole schoolboy roll up and tried to pin him, but he obviously didn't get it there. But yeah, it's just so much shit went on in this match. It's back and forth with everybody. So many near falls, so many fucking... Let me pin this guy. Nope, that didn't work. Let me pin this guy. Nope, that didn't work. Let me pin the other guy. But yeah, in the end, MJF survived, and still a champ, still the man,
champ,
and probably this either the best or the second best match of the night.
Yeah.
Wrestling wise, I would say best match of the night.
Yeah, no, that's
all around entertainment wise, probably second best of the night.
That's exactly where my brain was at. I was like, straight up wrestling. I was like, either that one or like I really, really liked the fucking God, hold on, let me scroll up real quick because I already forgot.
Oh, and I forgot to mention MJF won the match with the headlock takeover.
Yeah, yeah.
He's always talked shit about doing
that FTR match. Those two.
Oh yeah.
Those two were like really solid wrestling matches. But the most entertaining match of the night
was the next one.
The Anarchy
in the Arena. So we had the Elite, which is Hangman Adam Page, the Bucks, and Kenny Omega taking on Blackpool Combat Club, which is Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, and Wheeler Yuta. Awesome match. I'll show you
my titties. No, sir.
This match was just all out craziness. They had a fucking band playing Wild Thing. Obviously, that's Moxley's intro song. So as Blackpool Combat Club came out second, their music was playing. The Elite met them in the stands because they do their walkout from the crowd. Mm-hmm. So they started fighting in the stands. And the entire time, this fucking band is just playing Wild Thing over and over again.
It was like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah. Just basically playing until they were able to fight their way up to the ramp, where one of the Bucks ended up super kicking the lead singer of the band.
Yeah, because he had on a Blackpool Combat shirt. Took his shit. I was like, "Fuck you!" And then they both super kicked him.
Double super kick took him out, and then that's what I think the band played for maybe like another minute, and then they kind of stopped that shit. And then there was just so many like back and forth spots, like outside the ring, fucking in the crowd, by the stage, in the back, up by the concession stand. And so much shit went down. But one of the surprises at the end, where we thought, obviously somebody might interfere, which usually happens. Surprisingly, Don Callis pulled off the fucking surprise of the night by getting Konosuke Takeshita to turn heel and basically attack the Elite, not the Elite, just Kenny Omega, and get the win for the Blackpool Combat Club. But what was weird was that when they celebrated at the end, Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita were kind of separate from the Elite, from BCC. BCC was just celebrating with the four of them, and then Callis and Takeshita were just in the background. So I don't know if they're officially BCC or what the case is. It'd be interesting to see there, but yeah. I mean, the thing that everybody's going to remember from this match, the two things, is fucking Matt Jackson's exploding super kick. His fucking sneaker exploded in Moxley's face when he super kicked him. Great. And then Takeshita betraying Kenny Omega, which was kind of, would you say he's kind of like his mentor? I would say.
I would say in AEW, Kenny definitely took him under the wing.
But I mean, I kind of called this a while back.
Long time ago.
I thought Takeshita was gonna turn and join the BCC, and finally did, and it was a good payoff. It made sense. But yeah, so a lot of shit went down. So we got a lot of aftermath to deal with before we head into Forbidden Door and see where all the pay matches are going to happen.
Bro,
one of the rumors that I seen that you told me not to mention that night, right, was I heard there was rumors that is it Kota Ibushi? What, I think that's his name. Kenny Omega's former partner in New Japan when they were the Golden Lovers. Apparently he's a free agent. So the rumor was that the BCC were gonna like beat the shit out of Kenny Omega, and then he was gonna come out and kind of clear the ring, team up with his former tag team partner. And I don't know if he would join the Elite or whatever, but, help him out at least and debut for AEW. But we didn't get that. So he's possibly still a free agent, or maybe he makes his debut at Forbidden Door.
Maybe. Hold on. All right. I'm thinking. Yeah. All right.
What?
I could be just pulling this out of my ass, but I have a real beef with this article on the Bleacher Report. It was written by Eric Beeston. Yes, I called this out. I'm calling him out. I'm calling you out,
Eric.
Because you're a piece of shit. I just looked at his articles. I'm pretty sure this dude's a WWE guy. Just from looking at like the scores that he gives WWE versus AEW. I'm like, and I could be wrong because I don't know this man from a hole in the wall. He's probably a cool as fuck guy, but I think your opinions are fucking garbage, sir.
Agreed. I don't know what his WWE opinions are. I really don't give a shit, but I do not agree with his AEW opinions.
Not just look
if he's the one who does all the gradings for these shows, I have not agreed with a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've never agreed with most of them, and I don't know if he's the only one, but I looked at 2 articles for AEW in the grades. They were pretty much all C's. Then I looked at 2 articles for WWE. There was a lot more A's, a lot more B's, and a couple of C's. So I'm like, okay, you're a fucking Vince cocksucker, which is fine. You can do that, you know. And that article that we were looking at, when we were talking about the anarchy, it ended with, he said, and I'm paraphrasing here, like, if you grew up in the Attitude Era, then you love this match. But for those of us who didn't grow up in that era, this match kind of sucked. But everybody can like what they like. And that's how we ended it, about the anarchy in the arena. I'm like, dude, go fuck yourself. You're probably a little pussy ass bitch. Oh, people disagree with me. I gotta get canceled. We gotta cancel the man. But yeah.
Cancel me, I got shit.
I feel like Dana White right now, attacking journalists for no reason. He's just doing his job, and I don't agree with him, but he's the worst but no. You know, I'm not trying to attack this person, but yeah. I stopped looking at Bleacher Report for AEW grades like 2.5 years ago because I just mainly when I pull it up when we do the shows, it's just a recap
reminder of what the order of shit happened to help me remember. But yeah, the grades, they haven't meant shit to me. The only grading that I wouldn't say care about. Is like I kind of respect is Dave Meltzer's,
right? Because
even him, you can kind of call him a douchey dude, but whatever. But I mean, his grading seems on point.
On point, right? He might not, and that's why I feel I agree with you. He's been doing this shit longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
And again, like, he might not like somebody, but he can remove that shit and still give you like, hey, this is a solid fucking wrestling match. You know, this guy might not be my favorite versus like a Jim Cornette. You know, if he doesn't like the guy, this guy can't put on a good match, period. You know, so it's kind of like whatever. But,
speaking of Meltzer, before the show started, I kind of was watching some videos and somebody mentioned Bryan Danielson has 20 plus 4-star or more matches in crazy. AEW alone.
Yeah,
like that's insane.
It is, man. But that man be putting on bangers. And you had said that shit while we were watching the pay-per-view. And I thought about it, and I was like, this man's probably had like 30 matches in AEW.
And fucking 20 something of them are 4.5 stars or more.
Like, this shit is crazy. That's the best in the world.
Oh, one of those videos that I had watched before the show even started, they were talking about like Forbidden Door dream matches. And they were like, one of the matches should be Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr., who's the New Japan TV champ, and he's like a solid wrestler, kind of like Bryan Danielson is. And he was like, them two should fight it out to see who's the most Bryan Danielson to win the Bryan Danielson award. And I fucking lost. That shit was mad funny.
Oh shit. I'm fucking burnt out.
So that was AEW Double or Nothing 2023.
I'm fucking burnt out. COVID's kicking my ass. My fucking throat hurts. But I'm about to watch this motherfucking American Gladiators 30 for 30 on the goddamn ESPN app. That shit started 17 minutes ago. But
yep, I got my shit recorded right now.
Yep, I got the app. I'm ready. And then that's what I'm saying. Thank you guys for fucking with us. This has been the motherfucking Minority Sports Report. Tap, tap, tap. RASSLIN edition. Woo! Make sure you follow us all collectively at TMS Report. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the motherfucking bell icon and all that shit. Skame, where can they follow you, bro?
Follow me at Skame666.
Word, and follow me. I am at the Beatnik. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week. Peace out. Maybe we'll hear something from Julian this week about his Nuggets. Oh, fucking... I know Julian doesn't watch this shit, and if he did, I'd still say this. It's hilarious how much Denver shit he sends to me and Skame, like we give a fuck.
Yeah, for real.
It's so fucking funny. Bro, can you believe they said this about Joker? I don't fucking care, bro. Like, I don't, but it's fucking, it's all love. Love, peace, and chicken grease, motherfuckers.